Kislev, our motherland, is dying. The dark winter devours her fairer seasons. It has been custom for our god, Ursan, the Great Bear, to break each winter with his roar. Yet, for 7 long years, he has fallen into silence. And so the ice thickens. Our prayers go unanswered. The people suffer. The Queen has sent me to investigate, to lead an expedition in search of Ursan. I am to make contact with our northernmost outpost, Dervingard. It was there, on the edge of the Chaos Wastes, our god's voice was last heard.
Let their courage be our courage.
Our journey has been long and perilous. The dead outnumber the living. We are lost. We are alone.
Your orders, Prince Yuri.
Fuel for the fires. Extra rations for the wounded.
Sir, this expedition has failed. We must turn south, head back to Kislev.
But we've come so far. We push north, find Dervingard.
It's madness! We cannot survive wandering the Chaos Wastes like beggars!
Yuri, brother, we must not abandon our duty. The people of Kislev depend on us.
You'll have my decision by dawn. Ursan, each day I pray, but you do not answer. This is our darkest night. Can you not see Kislev suffering? Help us! Show me a sign! Answer me! And Kislev is lost.
Son of Kislev, I answer in my time of need.
Ursan!
I wake in darkness, bound in shadow.
Guide me! I can save you!
I am weak, so you alone shall hear my voice. I will lead you to Dervingard, your first step to finding me. Follow my voice.
We move north.
Yuri, you have led your kin through the mountain pass. The winds of the Chaos Wastes howl with unmatched fury. Journey north and seek respite.
Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome to the prologue for Total War Warhammer 3, which takes Yuri,
Yuri of the Ungols.
that's the one, on an adventure where he goes, spoilers, full Arthur's. So what I'm going to try and do is put all of the lore beats in the description, so there'll be time segments on the video, which means if you're just interested in the little lore bits that come up throughout the prologue, because this prologue is very, here's how you move your army, here's how you do this, it's very basic, it's there for beginners, but you might want to know the lore anyway, so I'm going to put the sections in there just in case you just want to know the lore bits. So I'll try and put them all in there, so you can literally just skip forward to find the bits that you want to. Anyway, so we've got a little mission there. Get some money. Obviously at the moment we have nothing.
Yuri, what are your orders?
Push north. Find shelter.
says we can do that. We don't have to. And then we can move north. It's literally, I must say, this little map is lovely. Yeah, it's very, very nice. So we're just going to move north. And it's going to tell you all about stuff, which is good. And now it's going to show you the end turn button.
We should be cautious. Darkness covers this land.
The influence of chaos. The further north we travel, the stronger it becomes.
And it shows us the missions button. So this is all very basic stuff, right? This is, if you've never played a Total War game before, and it's great that they've done this, because there's not really been any tutorials for Total War games before. Yes, I know. I think you'll find I know what I'm doing for the most part.
No!
We found supplies in the snow. From Dervingard.
Dervingard? How did they get here?
Someone left in a hurry. Carried what they could.
We thank Ursan. They will be needed.
Showing us some money and supplies and all that kind of good stuff, and how to move the camera and, you know, all that kind of normal bits and pieces.
The soldiers are ready. Give the order.
We move north.
I
think you'll find this more sort of northeast, but whatever.
Yuri! Up ahead! Some kind of shelter.
Send word, Garrick. We rest there.
And this does kind of remind me of like an early StarCraft mission or Warcraft mission, that kind of thing. Such as you can occupy ruins.
We are on the edge.
You have found respite. Together, we can overcome the trials ahead. Our journey has just begun.
Thanks for the money, voice in my head.
Cold bites deep. The shelter is not enough.
Build a camp. Then we can rest.
The order has been given, but the camp will take time.
Take a turn. It's not that bad.
Ready to pursue.
The camp protects us. But what of our supplies?
We keep them safe. Build a storehouse. Where is Dervingard?
The storehouse is ready. The supplies are safe.
Say, just pretty standard stuff. You've got some, I think these are special buildings for the Prologue, which is nice.
Yuri, ready your warriors. Our sons and daughters cry out and flee in terror. The spilling of their blood must be prevented.
I lead us north.
So we're going to rescue the beacon, so we can move
Go north.
all the way over here.
We searched for our kin fleeing south. We found them traveling the hidden trails to avoid open ground. Some had left Dervingard. They said the stronghold had fallen, that its commander, the boyar Slavin Kearns, had abandoned his post. Yet others fled from a smaller fort they called the Beacon. They spoke of a tribal chief who thirsted for bloodshed. Skolden, the wolf of Dervingard.
I'm going to punish the wolf. Get some more melee attack.
Rally the soldiers. We hunt the wolf. My people suffer.
So we can't even move. Oh no, we can.
Bear is silent.
Okay, we can move. Then we can end the turn. And there's Yuri. Yuri's appearance will change throughout the campaign, which is quite nice. We've got Orthodox Pastor there. That's nice. Get him on there.
Follow Ursan's trail.
I see the beacon. The fort is under attack.
The enemy carry the flag of the wolf. It must be Skolden.
And this is going to show us how to fight battles.
Battle draws near. Our soldiers are ready. We see the enemy. The wolf leads an army of Northmen. We're eager to fight. Bring us to battle.
I know what you're thinking. If you've played Total War before, you're looking at this going, this doesn't look particularly fair. But don't worry, it is still a tutorial battle. It'll take you through it.
The beacon is under attack. Kislevites loyal to the motherland are within. Our army is small, but we can sway the battle if we are as wise as Ursan. We approach from the south, while Skolden's Northmen assault the barricades. Their backs are to us. We should take advantage. The journey has been long, but we are ready. Fellow Ungols, we are of Kislev. Show these cowardly dogs what that means. They hunger for blood. Let them taste cold steel.
The beacon is under attack. See for yourself.
Reveals himself.
Cannons fire upon the defenders. When the barrage is over, his warriors will attack. Act swiftly. Yuri, the defenders need our help. We must reach them. What's that? There, in the trees. An army! Those are Kislev colors! They're allies! We must advance and combine our strength. Select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces. Now issue a move order towards your troops. The soldiers are assembled and await your arrival.
Onward!
Your place is amongst the warriors. Your presence grants them courage before the enemy. Proceed into the valley. Select your entire army so any order is given to all.
Over there!
Order your units forward. Our allies have not gone far. The soldiers advance. Take this time to practice maneuvering. Remember, orders are issued only to selected units.
So far so good. We've got some allies, and it's showing us how to move troops, which, you know, I'm already fairly familiar with, generally. It's fine. And it's basically going to let you sort of, like, fight the battle. And I think it's the battle's particularly easy. The enemy units kind of melt very quickly. So it's showing you how to fight a battle.
Our allies fire down upon Skolden's army. His forces scatter. The allies are threatened from the rear. Up close, their bows are no match for swords and spears. They're under attack. We must hurry to their aid.
Done!
Okay, they do have some armoured Kossars with spears. Could armoured Kossars actually have spears? I don't know. I thought they just had great weapons and doobie whatsits.
Your weapons. Turn the tide of battle.
Oh well. No biggie. So while that's going on, the main army is pounding the... And you can see they're not actually doing any damage There's actually
Envelop
no
the
damage
enemy as
taking
best we
place
can.
here.
They have their backs to us. A fatal mistake.
Despite getting blatted by artillery, because it's just a tutorial. You don't have to stress too much about it. You can see that these guys aren't actually taking any damage as Yuri charges in. You can see the enemy army is taking damage. So this is really just showing you how to fight a battle. I will say the tutorial is very good, in my opinion, up to a point, and then it kind of just like drop kicks you a bit. It kind of goes, okay, off you go.
The enemy raised the white flag. Their troops flee. The wolf's main pack advance on the beacon. The cannons rain death. They must be destroyed. The allies join our forces. We'll need the reach of their bows. Advance on those hellish cannons. They must fall silent if we are to save the beacon. With honor! On the march!
I mean, you don't have to be, you know, have any real finesse. It's generally fairly basic, this little tutorial, but it's good. Gives you that, this is how you fight a battle. Where's that wolf guy? He's around here somewhere with his bloody great magic sword.
The cannons are defended. Order the infantry to form a line facing the enemy. Have your archers remain behind the line to protect them.
It's fine. Right, we're taking a little bit of damage now, which is fine. We're going to push forwards to take out those cannons. So we send our men to engage the Mr. T lookalikes.
Keep the enemy in front of you. Do not let yourself become surrounded.
Again, smart design, because you're fighting in this little valley here, so it's actually very hard to get surrounded, but it's making the point that, you know, you shouldn't get surrounded. That's important.
Press your advantage.
See, they're already starting to melt against our attacks, and being bloodletters, they really shouldn't. You can't see their stats, but I'm assuming their stats are ridiculously low.
Kislev. Our duty served.
The Vespers of Corn doing wheelies on our face. Bring them down, boys. Explosive Vespers. And these guys are already starting to crumble because friends are routing. Yeah, well, are they? Okay, let's finish those guys off, and we will send our bow boys down here. We'll go and attack the giant with Yuri. There he is. What a handsome chap. Lovely moustache.
The motherland's finest. Moving. Commander Kislev.
Bring our lads in now. Say, the AI basically ignores you until you turn up, and then you liquidize them in fairly short order.
Yuri! You are Prince of Kislev! Let your kinsmen hear you roar! Fill them with Ursan's courage!
Grr.
Your war cry inspires your soldiers. See how their spirit is renewed.
Yeah, it'd be good if they were in melee combat. Not that we, you know, actually need it.
Ursan's call!
Armored Cossars! For Kislev! Herzogeis! Varga!
The enemy are dead or scattered. They flee the field. We are the bear's wrath. But Skalden, the wolf, still lives.
The beacon is safe. Many lives have been spared. The survivors look to me for leadership. I will need them, for the wolf still lurks in the shadows. We hold captives. Their fate is mine to decide. I pray for Ursan's guidance.
Denture or ransom? Let's take the replenishment.
The innocent are spared from the wolf's vicious pack. The beacon is under our control. A sanctuary in the cold, harsh wastes. But this is not Dervingard. Kislev's northern stronghold awaits.
A great victory, brother. The survivors swear allegiance.
They will aid our search for Ursan. Those with the heart to fight, let them join us. Another outpost is close. Fresh recruits.
Now teaching you how to recruit units. Again, very good. Apparently Kossars do have spears. No,
The
who knows?
army grows. New soldiers eager to fight.
They will see battle soon enough.
The spirit of man is frail, so easily corrupted. The northern tribes worship the dark gods. The chief of the Garhars, Skalden, hungers for Kislevite blood. While he lives, he will hinder your search and prey on our people. The wolf must be tamed.
Gonna give us a star iron ring. Again, these magic items are quite basic, but that's fine.
Yuri, should we stay here and let the soldiers rest?
No. We follow Skalden's trail. He must not get away. We are not done yet.
We've marched as far as we can, Yuri. The soldiers need rest.
Morota.
We only have 3 of these. Really? Oh, okay.
The wolf charges towards us. Quick, brother. Make ready for attack. Our only option is to fight.
I can fight.
The wolf is cunning. He waited, knowing we would come this way. Now he means to face us in open battle with renewed strength. We deploy on the high ground and make him come to us.
Yuri, we must fight this cur. The way we deploy our army is often key to victory. Position them over here. Take heed of the surroundings, brother. The battlefield is a weapon we can use against the foe. The enemy gave battle, so the onus is on them to attack. Use this to our advantage. Our warriors can hide behind hills and amongst the trees. See for yourself how the troops are concealed.
My God!
Yeah, okay, I know. I'm on it. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Trust me.
Even brave Angles may waver out here in the chaos wastes. We must keep an eye on the morale of our warriors. And if it crumbles, so will our battle lines. Leave these trees, for they are exposed and the enemy will press us in great numbers. The high ground here will serve well as a defensive position. Arrange our forces at the base of the hill. Claim the slopes for ourselves. It will give us an advantage in the heat of battle.
Comrades of the bell!
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Our warriors are ready. Give the signal, and the engagement shall begin. The wolves' marauders begin their advance. Maneuver and claim the high ground before they do.
So, this is very much the first real battle that you'll be facing. And it's still not particularly difficult. But it's well put together. It gives you a good idea about using terrain to your advantage. All that kind of good stuff. And of course, we're facing off against the wolf. This guy here with his big red swords. Big glowing red evil swords. Looks pretty evil. You definitely shouldn't pick it off his corpse and go, this will definitely help me with my quests. It's just it never works out.
The enemy reveal their mounted troops. They have the speed to run our forces down. Our spears are well suited to engage the enemy riders. Knowing how best to use our forces will bring victory.
Yep.
Mounted foes charge our position.
I'm all over it, don't worry.
Engage. Quickly.
See, we've got a little defense there from behind, because I've played this before and I know what's coming. I will say that this is a great little bit of campaign. This is what, had the campaigns of the Beastmen and Wood Elves been more like this, I would have loved it. I think the campaigns would work really well. Are we going to deploy in time? Oh, it's going to be close.
Tackle them head on with our spears.
I don't think we're going to be braced in
Deploy our
time.
archers to strike at range. Don't let them charge our rear.
Which is why we've got these guys here. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Ursan's call! Ursan's story! Sons of Kislev!
And we're all doing very well here, which is excellent. They try and push through the Kossar spears. Kind of struggling with that, which is exactly the point.
Cossars!
It's We're doing okay, so I'm going to move these guys around. It doesn't teach you about flanking, but I'm going to do it anyway, because that's because I'm a pro.
The main body of the enemy force approaches. Divert some units to meet them.
It's because I'm pro. I'm pro gamer. I know how to play games, trust me. So you got 60, 50, 490. What other skills have you got just out of interest? What's this one? Fight or die. And you got rage. Okay, it's whittled him down a bit, which should make him a bit easier to deal with. If you turn around, Yuri, he's behind you. Fuck's sake, mate, he's behind. Honestly, God, this guy, one absolute loon. Yeah, kill that guy. Bring him down. Of course, we want to make sure we bring down the Marauder Hunters. He's shattered. He'll be dead anyway. We'll bring down those javelins to make our life a little bit easier. And we can do our roar. Rawr. 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 Get stuck in there looking all solemn and moody and Jon Snow-like. He is very Jon Snow, isn't he? He's kind of got that Jon Snow look. Okay, I think it's safe to say that we got this in the bag.
The wolf army flees. Victory is ours.
Poke them with sharp sticks. Show them we mean business.
The wolf routs from the battlefield. He takes the remnants of his tattered force and flees north into the wilderness. Those who follow the wolf, I decide their fate. What would Ursan do?
WWUD. What would Ursan do? I mean, he'd probably eat them. We're just going to take the replenishment.
Blood is strong.
The cur runs, yelping for his dark gods. He fears your strength and returns to Dervingard.
And we get a Star Iron Ring.
2 victories, Yuri. The more we fight, the greater our skill.
Yuri of the Ungols.
So this is going to show us about skill points and how to spend them. All that kind of good stuff. Heroic resilience is quite nice. Upkeep reduction is fine. I do quite like replenishment rate. That would be quite good. I actually think I'm gonna go for replenishment, I think.
Ursan makes me stronger.
Listen. Wolves howl in the north. Something disturbs them.
They howl for Skolden, a wounded animal.
The time has come to march on Dervingard and free our kin. If you do not strike swiftly, the wolf will recover. End his reign of bloodshed.
And in return we get the Frost Shard Armor, which is fine.
Ursan guides me. Dervingard is close.
Then give the order. We're ready to march.
The stronghold is close.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Final push.
Thanks. I know what I'm doing for the most part.
I need more warriors. Yuri,
Says Skolden.
I will find you, Godbear.
Just kind of leading you on, letting you know that this is the direction you should be going, which is nice.
Ready to face the wolf.
There. I see it.
At last. Dervingard.
It doesn't look like the best neighborhood. I'll level with you.
We are not done yet.
I mean, that looks like a lot of stuff.
Ursan, are you listening?
That looks like a lot of stuff, but
For
it doesn't have a garrison.
Dervingard. Finally, we reached these walls.
Do not celebrate yet, Garrick. First, we must deal with the wolf. Dervingard was built to defy the dark powers and prevent another great war against chaos. But the stronghold has fallen into ruin, blackened by those that defile its halls. It has become the den of the wolf.
Prepare your forces carefully. You can give them precise orders to move into better positions. You will need to organize your army to succeed here. Ensure your forces are in formation before the battle. Armored Cossars! Sargai!
Just showing us to group units, which is always good. I don't need to group them. I'm fine. I know what I'm doing.
We fight for Ursan!
Oh, trust me, I know where the pause button is.
It is done! Sir Kislev! Come
The
on!
wolf limps into his lair. I will not give him a chance to lick his wounds. Draw your weapons. We take Dervingard back in Ursan's name.
Don't want to give him a chance to lick anything, to be honest. Weirdo.
Armored Cossars!
They have a good charge? Nah, the charge bonus is okay. Let's just wipe these guys first. And then we'll move on to the city itself. We'll try and keep our units together for the most parts. Maybe we'll get reinforcements partway through the battle. And teaching you to always keep an eye on your rear. Don't leave an exposed rear. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, and those units are shattered. Which is excellent. Okay, moving on.
Kislev sends us forth! Land is power! Obey the orthodoxy!
So there are no towers in this mission. Doesn't introduce you into those until later.
Ursan's call!
Nor are there capture points.
Sons of Kislev! Sons of Kislev!
This is definitely the most comprehensive tutorial that Total War has ever done. Which is good, because, you know, I always feel... I don't know, when someone says, I don't know how to play Total War, I'm kind of like, well, it's easy, isn't it? You just do the things. Everyone just does, and that's how you... But really, if you don't know what you're doing, it's quite a daunting game. It doesn't quite have the complexity of a grand strategy game, but it does have complexity, and the fact there is no tutorial for most of the games is quite bad, actually. Ah, yes. Doggos. Okay, you go there. We're going to pull you boys in there. Let's plug those gaps. Turn the defences against them. Got this really nice buff that we can use. More melee attacks going to really help us. And our spears can hold the line against the doggos. Because these guys do have charge reflection. Which is pretty good. Pretty legit good. Let's move our arrows further into the city. The nice thing is these units shatter quite easily.
We fight for Ursan. Ursan's call. My God. Where?
Yuri getting the rage. Good old Yuri. What a guy.
Sons of Kislev! Armor.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say he goes evil, because I think by this point you realise that he is the God Slayer. So it feels a bit weird they didn't like leave the Demon Prince till after the prologue, like did the embargo for the prologue so you could see the prologue and then do the Demon Prince, because it kind of spoils it regardless, but it's fine. Demon Prince is a very cool character, and I guess either one would. Maybe they should have done it at the same time, because either one spoils the other, doesn't it?
March with pride.
This just gives you a little taste of a siege battle, so you can defeat those doggos. You guys, no, you guys are still fighting. Jeez, just nope. There you go. Finally. Okay, if we bring you lads over here, you can shoot the javelins, which should make our life a little bit easier. We can bring the rest of you lads in here to help out. While the spears finish off the poor doggos. They're such good boys. Although a teensy bit rabid. And they do have a face only a mother could love. But then you can say that about me. So.
We take up arms.
I mean, I would have hoped you'd taken up arms before this point. If you're only just taking up arms, I question what you're doing in the army. Let's get you into position. We'll push up towards the centre here. They do have a few more units left, but not too much.
Land is power.
So if you could just shoot those guys. That's it. Without getting into range would be good.
My God. Fury of the bear.
There you go. You're fine. You're all right. We'll get that done. And the doggos being... Yep, there you go. Shattered. Excellent. We can bring you guys up to help out now. I mean, if you do charge us, then you're about to have a very bad day. Because you're about to get attacked in the flank. Let it go. Let it go.
Obey the orthodoxy.
Okay.
Obey the orthodoxy.
We can bring down some of those lads. We can finish off these guys. I'm going to pull you guys out of this because, to be honest, I think you've done your job.
Very well.
Actually taking a little bit of damage there. You are surrounded, to be fair. Does mean we're getting lots of lovely arrows into their bottoms, which is very viable. It's a viable strat. Oh, come on, help out, guys. They're bloody spears. Get rid of them. Oh, hello. Talking of spears.
Excellent.
Let's get you there. And you there.
Taking position. Sons of Kislev. Bring them down.
Okay, let's go and deal with the wolf. He does have some friends, mines. To be honest, you shoot those.
Defenders of Kislev.
Anyone who's not got a bow, kill them.
For Kislev's honor.
Just shoot arrows in their heads. It's fine. I'm cool with it. last year. I mean, it does seem quite daunting at first, but I guess that if you're not used to Total War, you're probably kind of, you don't really know what's good or bad anyway. You don't know, like, how much is too much. But the tutorial is... Uh-oh, don't get shot with javelins, Yuri. Get the fuck out of there, mate. That's a lot of javelins in your heads. You don't want that. I have almost lost Yuri a couple of times. If you leave him exposed, the AI is not particularly... it's not... It doesn't pull its punches. It really does just try and finish him off. You have to be very careful. Can you not just shoot them with bows, please? Please, sir? Bows? No? Okay, that's fine. Deal with that. And Yuri is a little bit faster than some of the other guys as well, which does mean that if you're not being careful, you can let him get ahead of the main army. And that can get him in trouble. Obviously, don't let Yuri die. I don't think it matters if he shatters. I've definitely... Look at that, they're just launching fucking javelins at him. Like, nope, don't care. Tutorial, what's that? Fuck you. Okay, let's hold back a little bit. Now, this guy is unbreakable. So, we will give him... We'll shoot him up first. Because he is unbreakable, and everyone's quite tired. So we'll give him a little bit of arrows to the face first. That's going to get his attention, which is absolutely fine. But it's just going to just whittle him down a little bit. Little scrawny bugger, isn't he? Look at him go. Right, now get him. Go! Go, lads! Go! Give him the old snowflake sparkles. We'll get Yuri in there as well, and eventually he will fall. I think it's a bit of a shame they didn't like flag him up as being unbreakable. They should have said, look, this unit's unbreakable, therefore he won't actually run away. You'll have to finish him off and kill him. Oh, his sword lies unclaimed in the snow. Oh, good.
As the last enemy drew their final breath, a single ray of sunlight broke through the greyest of clouds. Dervingard was free. The stronghold we had searched for, longed for, was ours. But I could not rejoice. I felt only the loss of those who had given their lives. At least the wolf was slain. Yet, even in death, his hand reached towards his tainted sword, Wolfsbane. Ursan compelled me to take it. A man of faith can withstand its evil and harness its power.
Such a terrible idea. So we get a strong blade or a sharp blade. Those aren't. We can't go. Maybe it's about. Maybe this voice isn't Ursan if he's telling me to take up a big red, corrupted, tainted sword. Let's go a sharp blade.
Leave the sword. The weapon is cursed.
The blade is too rare to be cast aside.
You hold sin in your hand.
I hold strength in my hand. Nothing more.
Look around you. Dervingard is infested with chaos.
We sanctify these grounds.
How, brother? How do we purge chaos from these walls?
We build a totem to Ursan. Let our devotion banish corruption.
what's really cool is that now he actually carries the swords, although, as you can see, it's starting to have not a particularly good effect on him, because that's, definitely don't want to pick up the old sword there, but I guess that's fine.
Beyond Dervingard.
I pray Ursan can absolve the stronghold.
You will help us. Dervingard will be restored.
So we made a lovely little totem to the bear god. That's nice.
You were right. The taint of chaos recedes.
Then Dervingard is truly liberated.
Once more, the light of Kislev shines in the darkness of the Chaos Wastes. Dervingard is free from tyranny.
We got some frost shard armor. So we need to complete the campaign victory conditions, win the Lucent Maze quest battle, win the Brazen Altar, and then win the Howling Citadel quest battle.
Word has reached those in hiding. They return to us.
Frost Maiden. We are fortunate to find a magic user.
Frost Maiden.
It's literally what we just said.
Which to be?
Zoria the Frost Maiden recounted the fall of Dervingard. The commander, Slavin Kearns, fell into madness. Tainted by the dark gods, his iron will tempered into an endless want for power. The boyar abandoned the stronghold. Taking all provisions, he left for the far reaches of the Chaos Wastes. Any who opposed him were hung from the walls. Those that remained suffered at the hands of the savage Northmen. I found Kearns' journal hidden in his quarters. His words are evidence of heresy. Ursan's judgment will be swift. If I find him, I will kill him.
Good, so now we found a glowing evil book, and we're now just reading it for funsies. That mixed with the sword, probably not a good sign, but obviously he still thinks he's doing it for the right reason. Should we tell or keep it secret? I think it's for my eyes only. We're devious now. Ooh.
The testament of a traitor. No one needs to see such heresy.
Dervingard is reclaimed. Now we embark on a greater quest. Deep in the Chaos Wastes stands the citadel that howls. Within its halls lies a hidden portal. It leads to my prison. The citadel cannot be reached by mortal means. The screaming chasm prevents it. Journey to the Lucent Maze. Find the secret rooms. They hold the knowledge you seek.
We leave Dervingard at first light.
Leave! We gave our word to keep Dervingard safe.
Ursan confides in me. We must journey through the Chaos Wastes and find the Lucent Maze. The next step to save Ursan.
All in service to Kislev.
So we're going to push north into the Chaos Wastes itself, because that's definitely a good idea. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.